As time has gone on, I've learned to be a little bit more deliberate about what I'm doing. The first couple records were comprised of a lot of kind of happy accidents, and this one I think I took a little more time both with the lyrics and the music to be deliberate about things and arrange it in a way that got to the point a little bit quicker, as opposed to having a big pile of sound that you have to sift through and listen to 30 times before you can pick out what's happening. I think I learned to arrange and edit myself a little bit better. A lot of the recording process just involves doing something that could be really small and listening to it over and over again to figure out how I want to hear it. And maybe that's part of the reason why what I do takes a couple times listening for other people too. A lot of people will say things about that, like, you know, yeah, I didn't really pick up on it the first couple times I heard it, but I listened to it a few more times. And it takes a little patience. I had a clearer idea in my head going into it of what I wanted to do and some of the sounds I wanted to get and how I wanted to go about writing and all that. The words were what I spent more time on than usual. Because of some of the people around me or because of some of the things I heard, I really wanted to be spend a little bit more time presenting the lyrics in a way that had a feel to it, as opposed to how I used to write was just writing little scattered things and kind of piecing them together and, okay, there's a song, you know. This time I approached it lyrically from more of a poetry standpoint, or, you know, arranging the words in a way that made sense, not only with what I'm saying, but how I'm saying it, how I'm phrasing things, you know, replacing this word with that word, you know. Maybe unconsciously the label change had to do with there being a different sound on the record, but it wasn't a conscious decision like, oh, I'm on a different record label, I need to change my sound. There wasn't anything like that. It's not like I'm switching from Sony to Capitol or whatever the hell. I mean, it's not that it's not that intense, you know. It's just I went from one independent label to a different independent label, neither of which really make a habit of telling me how to do what I do. One of the cooler things about working with Lex is that they're very willing to take chances on music that's new sounding, you know, and different sounding, and kind of music that's a challenge to pinpoint. If you're putting out records that are hard to classify, it can really be difficult. You can either just end up getting thrown by the wayside because nobody has the patience to listen to what you're doing, or you know, people end up being confused or whatever. But there are also the small group of people that really connect with it, you know, really strongly, and so that's what propels you, keeps you going, because you know that there are people out there that understand it and are willing to engage with it, and that's really motivating. There will be another Jaime's Basement, I think. I don't know when. Yoni and I are very good friends, and it'll always be, whatever we do, we'll have a lot of fun doing it, and there's no reason for us not to do it, so we'll do it. Yoni came to visit me for a couple weeks, and we said, okay, well, we'll record some music and we'll see what happens. And so my wife owns the record store, Jaime's, and we set up shop and worked every day for 2 weeks and did about a song a day. And that's what came out. It came out, you know, we surprised ourselves. We definitely surprised ourselves with it. So, yeah, you know, I think that record had a lot to do with how this new Fog record sounds, too, now that I think about it. I think that probably shifted me a little bit. Yoni said, you know, I like his music a lot. good effect on me. I feel really strong about this group of people that's sort of solidifying itself, you know. I feel really happy to be a part of that kind of family, you know, with the, you know, me and my group and Anticon and No Twist and all, you know, and all these people, and it's kind of expanding, and really, I think it's really turning into something. I'm not a hugely optimistic person, so I mean, I'm not holding my breath for the day when me and all my friends change the world of music. You know, I don't think that, you know, but yeah, it definitely feels good and validating to have people whose music you respect so much and love so much, respect yours back, and, you know, feel like you have that connection with them. That's a really powerful feeling. In the last year or two, I've done a lot more improvising with people, whether it's on the turntable or the guitar or whatever. That's had a big impact on me too. You grow as a musician so much more than if you're just kind of, you know, doing what you're doing by yourself, and you can kind of crawl inside of your own head a little bit and never really escape. If you learn to engage with other people musically, it becomes a conversation, and all these people bring their own musicality and their own experience to it. And, you know, it's cool to have somebody to bounce all these things off of. And I think that working with the band, the Fog Band now too, I think from here on out, they'll be incorporated a lot more into the recording process. Jesus Christ is my American Idol. Whether it's me being stubborn or something, I just find myself kind of wanting to be very hands-on when it comes to recording, and I know really specifically what the sounds I want to get and how I want them to be played. So I think I've been a little bit stubborn about working on my own. The drawing is a replication of this drawing that I found of primitive hunting, the way that cavemen used to hunt, which was digging a hole, chasing a woolly mammoth into the hole with fire or sticks or whatever, and it falls into the hole, and then they stab it. On the first song on the new record, it's called Can You Believe It? It alludes to this kind of image of the caveman hunting. I think maybe thematically in the record I'm trying to tie history together with the present and examine how things happen cyclically and how history repeats itself, and you know, going all the way back to prehistoric times and all the big dumb animals that went extinct because there weren't any resources left, and it's not that different now. You know, and kind of observing the things that are happening in the world. You know, we're not as smart as we think we are, and, you know, probably only a matter of time before the same thing happens to us and then start over again. You know, there's a line at the end of the record about starting the video game over, you know. It's the way it goes.
Thanks very much, you guys. Have a good night. It's Mark Aronson, Tim Glenn on the drums, Jeremy Ildensacker, and Michael Lewis. We'll see y'all next time around. Come say hi to the first day. Good night.